Rusty Nelson here, talking watercolor. This is vlog 31 for the day. So this week I'm shooting on a Monday. I just dropped it was a cloud tutorial this morning, one that I shot last week and finally got edited. It was a quick down and dirty little tutorial just to get something put together and get it out there. I've been working I've been trying real hard. I think I've shot it like 4 times I've been trying to get a figure drawing session done, and the the results of each one of those have been a nightmare. They've just looked terrible, and I just refuse to put those out on the internet. So I've got the yips. I'm trying to work my way through getting something onto paper, onto video that I could feel happy to post. But so far I haven't done it. So I have resorted to a different little approach on the upcoming figure drawing session and it's a full figure. It started with some Loomis warm-ups, the mannequin warm-ups, and then move into an extended pose. I mean, yeah, I've been having some issues. So anyway, my students always ask me if I have problems, especially in my drawing class, and even the watercolor class. They'll ask me if I ever have issues or if I screw up drawings and paintings. I tell them all the time. I mean, it's constant. I just don't show you guys. Well, I am showing you guys to some extent on YouTube. I do think it's valuable to see that even with some experience doing this, that people will have issues and have problems. It's just you cast aside or fix whatever you can in the piece. So sometimes it's salvageable, sometimes it's not. So you just throw it away. It never sees the light of day. I have a whole drawer of wannabe watercolors and wannabe drawings. They'll never see the light of day. They'll never be posted on or hung on a wall, framed and matted. They're just there. That's something I use to get me to the next step. So, and they definitely, I think, feel a little more relieved that no matter what experience level, you're going to have some issues. And as an educator, even as a designer, I was always interested in drawing and painting, and I really liked drawing and painting people, and I just still didn't get to do it 8 hours a day. It was a thing. Out of the week I might get to work on something maybe 3 to 4 hours in that week before I have to jump over to something else. So I've never had the luxury of being able or having a job or being able to work with my drawing and my painting skills a day-long session and doing that kind of stuff. So I've always had little small chunks of time that I had to go in and then work on my creative drawing and painting of people or buildings or landscapes and things like that. So I always have envied those people who could just make it a day-long session of sitting down and drawing and painting. But I've never had that luxury, so I've had to improve my skills whenever I could, sit down and get busy on various things, whether it is drawing with pencils or drawing with charcoal, drawing with Conte crayon, color pencils. There's the whole range of things, and I'm sure you're like that too. You're out there working on a whole range of various things, playing around, see what you like. They're all fun to do, but I think in the last 15, 20 years, I have really kind of narrowed my focus and worked exclusively with the wet media, be it an opaque watercolor with gouache or watercolor. I haven't done a lot of real high-end, tight, formal drawings in a long time, other than what I do in my classes with my drawing students. So, and those are typically fairly fast and they're fairly loose and quick. So, but they turn out pretty good, and especially after I've been in the classroom for a good 13 or 14 weeks, I've finally gotten tuned back up and can really kind of crank out some really nice drawings in charcoal or Conte. And I do like, when I'm in a drawing class and you have that limited time frame, I do like charcoal and I do like Conte crayon, mainly because it's quick. You can do a lot of smudging. You can get a lot of nice tonal range with charcoal. I've got some serious editing to do in this piece. So that's because I'm talking too fast. I just need to slow down and let my brain and my mouth sync up. So let's look here. Let me check my list here. I've had some really good comments this last week that I see a lot of people are starting to find some of my older tutorials. So I've gotten a lot of comments on some previous things I've done quite a while ago. So and then the big Loomis video is still generating a lot of views, and I'm getting a lot of people still subscribing to the channel from that video, and also going over to my website to download the Loomis and the watercolor resources. So I'm still building my email list. So thank you again for volunteering your email to me, because it was not any kind of a barrier to go in and download the free resources. I'm working to build an email list so that if I do try to do anything later on, again, I'm just focusing on YouTube right now for at least, I promised myself 1 full year of nothing but just focusing on YouTube, trying to get better at it as I endeavor to as I endeavor to build a channel. I'm just trying to stay focused with YouTube. And I know that one of the issues that I have with this drawing, figure drawing tutorial I've been having trouble with, it's been that, it's one thing when you have 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers, and now all of a sudden I have almost 11,500 subscribers, almost to that point as I film this. So I know that's a whole different issue. It's starting to mess with my mind a little bit. So I just need to kind of just put that out of my mind and just focus on creating the content that you guys are going to be wanting to have and to watch and to see, and the skills that you want to know. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at with that. It's definitely screwing around with my mind. Let's see here. Yeah, mess ups. I talked about messing up. My students wanting to know about messing up, but I do think it's important to see a person working through the problems that arise in the course of a watercolor or a drawing, and watching the process that they have to fix the problem and resolve it. So you're going to definitely see that in my next figure drawing session, where my extended pose is just a little bit wonky, but it's all right. This one's good enough. I can post. I don't feel that bad about it, even though I'm trying to keep in mind that that's the idea, that I'm gonna do these damn sessions until I'm getting better at it again. The problem is my weekly sessions still isn't up to the amount of time I spend drawing figures during the course of a normal semester, where I have 6 hours a week where I'm in class with the students drawing. So I am going to get tuned up and really working really well with the figure when I'm spending that much time. So right now I'm only spending maybe 2 or 3 hours right now, probably not even that, with getting my figure drawing skills up to speed. So it might be a long haul before some of my extended poses are going to start looking that good. So, but I have faith that it will happen as long as I keep working at it. So that's my basic pitch for you guys as well, is that, yeah, it's going to look like hell. There's going to be a lot of train wrecks, and you just got to keep your head down, get in there and keep drawing, and things will ultimately start looking better with enough time. So, I mean, as a good rule of thumb, if you're using whatever I'm telling you as a guide, it's at least a good 6 hours a week. Spend 3 days a week, spend a couple hours doing some figure drawing. Either find somebody who can pose for you, or go into Pinterest or I think it's lineofaction.com. You can go in there and throw have the system throw your poses up randomly, so you can practice with line of action just like it would be a class. You can set poses to rotate out every 30 seconds, every minute, every 2 minutes, and then it pops up another image. And that's kind of handy. It does replicate what we do in class pretty close. So that's a good website. I'll put that link in my course description, into my video description as well. And what else? Again, if you're new to this channel, make sure you get over to my video descriptions and check that. I put a lot of links in there for the stuff I'm using, the brushes, the watercolors, whether it's a student grade, whether it's good professional grade stuff or not. Get in there. You can go click on those. Those are affiliate links. So if you do click on those links, you can it kicks you over to Amazon, and then if you buy anything, I get a small commission on it. So thank you in advance if you do that. So I have made a little bit of money on that from Amazon. So enough to buy me a cup of coffee, I think. So let's see here. What else? The biggest thing I think is I've been thinking a lot about the closing in on my first anniversary of being on YouTube. That'll be coming up in January. So, I mean, it's just around the corner. And that whole year that I've given myself to do this, and I have exceeded my expectations as to what would happen in this year, probably by 2 times, if not more, by January. My next level in is to start figuring out a better system to improve my videos. I know I have a certain ceiling that my whole delivery might be capping me out at, but I'm also thinking, there's some structural things to the videos I need to start working on a little more and focusing on that. Hopefully create a better video to watch. And I'm getting comfortable. I feel real comfortable with the editing. So right now I'm doing everything. I don't have anybody other than me putting these things together. And I spend about 2 hours a day during the week working on these things. And I'll spend the weekends working on maybe ideas or even just coming in and doing some things for myself without the camera on. But now with YouTube, it's always in the back of my mind about, if I do something good, damn it, I wish I'd have had a camera turned on at the time. So, but then as soon as you turn the camera on, everything goes screwy in your head. So there's a lot of things that I'm adjusting to, and still after 10 months and working on my 11th month, I'm still dealing with some rudimentary issues. But I guess that's not unusual, because everybody I have seen and have watched about YouTube, they're claiming it's a 2 to 3 to 5 year process. So I'm just working with my baby steps right now, trying to get to the end of this road in some way. Oh, you know what? I can celebrate today, because I did the university has put forward an early retirement incentive that I signed up for today, and so it's official. I will be retiring in the spring of 26, May 2026, and that's kind of a final. That's a very final move and step forward into the future. So I can then dedicate a lot more time to my YouTube channel and doing these kind of videos and tutorials and help people on their creative journey as they're getting started. So anyway, hey, I've been going on for about 15 minutes, and I got some serious editing in this vlog. So I want to thank you for watching, and make sure if you got any value out of this talk, please give me a like and a subscribe, drop me some comments, and I'll see you in the next episode of Talking Watercolor. See you then.